So I've been getting on the news every so often. I do my blogs or whatever on Facebook and whatnot, and I keep up with the daily trends and all the upcoming news, all the topics I've discussed. And I hadn't, logged anything on the Google Drive. I've been mainly working out of my office. So I started talking about the topic of this pandemic thing we got going on. And as I researched it and I looked into it more often, I thought about how many times that they showed this on the news, different events, worldwide, global events that pertain to a topic that to me seemed to be otherwise known as a different issue. It made me question another problem. The resolution has yet to come. It doesn't seem to be anywhere in the near future. I started thinking about all of the history that's passed by, and in history how time has changed, and how the event that led up to this day, which has been, poverty-stricken regional areas, such as, off the wall, like just to name a topic, like these areas that have, flood areas, flood zones. I don't want to be, it's kind of vague for me to say a certain area, but that can, eliminate a lot of those general, areas people speak of, the travel destinations and whatnot. So I said, at least, history is forever changing. So then I started thinking about how through evolution that the time has gone, and how many cars and the plant-based foods and things that have to reach the economy, all the foreign, subjects that have to be spoken for, by, their general leader of that area, So when you start talking about those things and all those what's said to be or believed to be by most, conspiracy theories that are kind of like, aliens and stuff like that, which are really, that can't be the topic. It can't be true by any means thus far and to date. Proceeding on from that day when that was spoken of would be totally ridiculous. So you have to have some kind of specific topic to name that as, a title to have for that, which that is the title, conspiracy theory, but the subcategory would have to be something that's actually feasible, something like, the history of cars or books, all the food that's been stored and it has to reach certain places, and things that have to have a name for them, like hospitals or schools or some kind of store, a certain store, and you have to have some kind of market for that. The value is there. There's no question about which one of those there is. The market is always going to be there. So if the market is there, the only issue is to resolve it. The only issue to resolve is, well, who's going to obtain those specific, those items that of choice that people, various people want. So when they get over that hurdle, that huge stumbling block, that's like the cornerstone of America, that people depend on that for their very, their livelihood. There's no there's no restraint on that topic. There's no perimeter, nothing. You know, that's just like anything else, any other place that you would go to, or any other destination that you have. You leave from one place and go to another. That's going to be the number one priority. You know, your well-being once you get there. You know, how is it gonna be obtained once it gets there? So these things have to be set in place. It has to be some kind of governing dynamic of what's going to be prioritized as a category, you know, amongst all the other things in America, the hurricanes, the floods, and, you know, just in general, safety. Safety is key. Safety is essential. It's quintessential. So when all the politicians and all the governors and the different House committees and the Supreme Courts and all the people of the different continents, you know, go through, you know, what's said or quoted to be, you know, some people say hell or high water, or however that's going to be, you know, perceived to be. People have to know or understand what's going to be set in stone, not to stray from that point. So to me, that's the thing. Getting things in a line and pushing all the excess out of the way. Getting all those things to where it's understood to be here or there. If things are neither here or nor there, which is a famous quote, then that's where the big controversial issue is. People gonna have to understand that. They're gonna have to put a name to that, or what's gonna be what. You know, what store is gonna have this stuff? What store is gonna have that stuff? Through all these anomalies that they're going to present themselves in getting it there and storing stuff there, who's going to have what? You know, that's the thing. You know, that's a big issue when you're talking about investments, talking about savings and investments, checks and balances, trust, and things like that. You have to figure out how that's going to be understood. That's the big thing, the understanding part. It's very, 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 very important. And, you know, that's a very, very wide topic. Very, very wide. Very, very far apart. You know, it has to be, you know, that's something that can't be undocumented, you know. However, you know, these things, like I said, it's always a forever changing history. Anyhow, you know, I just wanted to get on today and log this into my, you know, my video account that I have, among other things, for my blog site that I'm going to be building here soon. It's good talking with y'all, you know. You'll hear about my site here soon. You look me up. My name's Christopher Hill, of course, you know. United States citizen, Texas resident. I've been driving here lately a lot, but you know, I haven't been going anywhere because of the pandemic, and it's hard to even believe the news. You know, I left Texas a lot to see how everything was going, because they should have muster points everywhere. You know, that's besides the point of me getting off of this thing. Another topic I didn't want to get into. You know, I always say I'll talk to you later, but you know, it's hard to believe that, so I have to go do that and stuff like that. It is just hard to believe. I just like to be seen. And I got all these biometrics, but I don't want to get too far into that stuff like that. But I'll get with you later about that topic. But you know, that road is that road is a long way ahead, you know. And a lot of stuff is it's kind of behind the scenes and off in the backwoods, but I'll talk with you later.